Hybrid deadlift. So the reason it's called a hybrid is because it's not quite conventional, which is quite a narrow stance, typically shoulder width, maybe hip width. And it's certainly not sumo, which is much wider, as wide as someone can stand, essentially. I'm going to be in between those two stances. So for me, that's going to probably look somewhere like this. My hands are going to end up on the inside of my legs, because I've stood wide enough to do so, but I'm still going to make sure my hands are to a part of the knurled part of the bar. That knurled part is what gives friction to help us pick up the weight that we're looking to pick up. Other than that, it's all the same principles that apply to a deadlift. We're trying to drag it up the shins, up the thighs. What you might find with your hybrid stances, your hips are going to be ever so slightly down, your chest up that little bit more than your typical conventional deadlift. So from the side, this is what it's going to look like. So I've got my wider stance. I've turned my toes out more than I would in my conventional stance. Hands on the inside of the thighs, or the inside of the legs, I should say, really. And I've got about 2 fingers to the knurled part. I'm not stood wide enough to get my hands fully on knurling, but I've got most of my hand on the knurling. Hips are down, chest is up, drag up the shins, up the thighs, complete the rep. Repeat, hips down, chest up, and stand. And that is the hybrid deadlift.